Good rising, family. Today is Thursday, March 27th, 2025. We have a solar eclipse coming up on March 29th. Family, have you guys and gals, have you been seeing over the last 90 days? Have you seen over the last 90 days, fam, how much stuff has been going on in the heavens, the heavenly bodies? I'm talking about the moon, the sun, the stars, Jupiter, Saturn. Family, it is so much going on in the heavens right now. Anybody who, if you have zero awareness of anything that I'm talking about, if everything that I just said makes zero sense to you at all, you are in a very poor state. And right now I'm talking about spiritually. Because you might be saying, what do you mean I'm in a poor state? I got way more money than you. I got way more money than all of y'all. Yeah, you probably do. You might do. Probably do. And that's why you're oblivious to what's really going on outside of money. You see, the people who run this world have made everything about money. So you gotta focus on money. I get that. But you gotta find a way to be aware of your surroundings and to be tapped in and to be tuned in on things that don't pertain to money. Everything ain't about money. This solar eclipse that's coming up on the 29th of March in 2 days, this is not about money. The 7 planetary alignments that we had, and we had 2 of them within 90-something days, y'all. If you don't realize how big and how huge that is, it is because you are fast asleep. And there's a great chance that you are not a chosen one. Because a chosen one is going to snap up out of it at some point. You know why? Because you've been chosen to. That's how this works. It's just so much going on. Most people can only see the physical side. We know it's wicked men on this earth calling it shots. We know that. But most of you, either you ignore or you're completely unaware of the spiritual forces that are invisible, that are on this earth, outside of this earth, whatever, both. You're completely ignoring or unaware of the fact that there are evil, and I mean viciously evil spirits in this earth. I ain't talking about flesh and bone right now. I'm talking about the invisible spirits, the invisible beings, creatures, beings, whatever you want to call them, that exist. And they're very wicked. Last night we went live. We talked about dreams and visions. And I shared with you guys and gals last night how when I was between 7 to 9 years old, maybe closer to 9, 8 or 9, I had that dream when I was living in a very drug-infested, violent-infested crime neighborhood. We used to hear gunshots every single day, literally every day. It was a daily occurrence. So I already knew when you hear these gunshots, you get your ass down. You don't go and look out of the balcony window to see who got shot or who's shooting. But in my dream, that's what I did. I heard pop, 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 pop. And when I heard the shots, I instantly went to go look out of the balcony. And when I looked down, I was like, oh snap, somebody got shot. but I couldn't tell who it was. And then somehow I became aware that the person that got shot out there was me. I'm a little kid at this time. Okay? Let that marinate. I'm a little kid at this time. Somehow I become aware that the person that got shot out there is me. So how am I in my house looking off the balcony and outside getting shot at the same time? But this was my dream. Bop, bop, bop. I go look off the balcony and I see some kind of what I think is a good Samaritan, allegedly, stooped over my body like they're trying to help me or whatever. But all I can see is the back of that person. And then that person turned around and looked up at me looking off the balcony, and I saw the face, and it wasn't a human being. It was a demon. Now, I had never seen a demon before that. You know what? And anytime, because I had that dream more than once as a little kid, but it was that face, that same face. It was so evil, wicked, and satanic. Nobody said, hey, that's a demon. The demon didn't announce himself and say, hey, I'm a demon. But when I saw his face, I instantly knew what it was. I was terrified. And I could tell that that demon, he knew that I knew what he was. And I could tell that it brought him great joy to see the fright in my eyes. He was very happy about that. I could tell. Why am I bringing that up to you? Because we are living in very, very, very spiritual times. The invisible world is making its presence more and more and more known in the physical world. The spiritual world is impressing itself upon this physical existence. Because at some point, and nobody knows when, but you know we in the season, Yahweh himself is going to enter into this physical realm. It's going to be the most terrifying day of human existence. You can laugh, you can mock, you can scoff. I'm making this video right now because it's serious. I can feel the gravity of the situation, and I'm sure that many of you out there can as well. And I want to make sure you keep that in the forefront of your mind. We also have our new year, which is right around the corner, coming soon. Just prepare yourselves, Hebrew, for whatever. Pray for the best, hope for the best, but be prepared for the worst. Okay? And call on the Most High, the Mighty One of Jacob, and him alone. That's the only thing, that's the only one who's going to help you. That's the only one who's going to be your rock. Don't forget your rock. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, Hebrew. I'm out.